Wow, he's ejecting from the plane. My goodness. Russian fighter pilot ejected from their jet in the nick of time. Hey troops, welcome back to the channel. My name's Ryan. Today we're going to be reacting to a clip compilation that I've put together of different things on the internet with regards to Ukraine war. Okay, taking the best bits out. If you want to call it the best bits, I don't know if that's even appropriate or not, but the best footage that I could find for you guys. So please like, share, subscribe to the channel if you're brand new here, and yeah, I'll see you in the comments, troops. Let's go. Okay, so this first one is a Russian pilot ejecting from a fighter jet. Literally very close to the ground as well. So I've never really seen one of these as depicted in this way. I've seen it in the movies and stuff, but this is pretty harrowing stuff, troops. So split seconds, and there his jet's already on the floor in flames. I don't know how close to the floor that actually is in terms of feet. Can't be no more than a couple of hundred though. And probably is even less than that actually. So that's him on an escape and evade now. If you don't know what escape and evade is, I'll explain. Wow. So escape and evasion is something that you're going to have to do. Normally, pilots go through this. It's survive, escape, resist, evade training. See it training in the United Kingdom. I can talk a little bit on it. I can't really go into depth about it, apart from what's already out there. But effectively, you have to be able to survive a situation. Obviously, he survived that situation right there. He's been shot down with, whatever weapon system, anti-aircraft is getting him out of the air, okay? And effectively, he is now in a survival situation. Survived the initial contact. He's on the ground. Now he needs to get the hell out of there, okay, without getting captured. That's the whole point. So he'll have limited kit and equipment and resources on him to be able to do so. But good pilots should have the necessary kit and equipment to be able to at least get them out of the initial vicinity, you know, like a compass to be able to locate where he is, and a map potentially to say, right, I need to go this direction for this long. Food and water, I'm not necessarily sure if he's going to have that provisions. Obviously, he's just ejected out of a plane, guys. So this is a very, very hostile situation for him, because effectively he's behind enemy lines, and when you're behind enemy lines, the rules have gone out the window, okay? So that being said, we understand what it's like for a pilot to eject out the sky and survive that situation. Now, in this next video, Ukrainian forces quite literally blow an attack helicopter out of the sky, as it's titled. So, yeah, this is the other end of it, troops. I think you see he's locked on there with whatever missile system, tracking it along. I mean, that helicopter isn't very... Oh, yeah, that's good night. I think I remember seeing this video not so long ago, about 10 months ago. They're trying to make some sort of an emergency landing. I don't know how incapacitated the crew on board are, but that's a bad day. That's a bad day. Yeah, they're going down quick now. They're not too far off the floor. But it seems somewhat controlled, though. That's the thing. So I'd like to hazard a guess that the crew on board are relatively, at least unscathed enough to be able to maneuver this helicopter best they can. But this is the realities of war, and that helicopter is in dire straits, guys. Big open grass field there. Yeah, it's gone down. Mayhem, troops, mayhem. So that's a situation where, you know, you're not going to be able to see, you're not going to survive that situation to it's end X effectively. So war can be confusing. It's really hard tactically to have a overall tactical awareness about you. I've found that good parts of any military group, the individual skills and drills of an individual soldier will be, they know exactly where they are and where they need to be, and they know what to do when they get there, okay? And that's really, really simple. What do I need to do? Where do I need to be? And what time do I need to be there? And that goes for the same as when you're on the, when you're on operation, when you're on the open ground, okay? Now this guy, this Russian soldier in this next clip, gets confused of where he is, his location. He doesn't know where he needs to be, and he actually ends up in a Ukrainian trench. The one place that he didn't want to be, for obvious reasons, he actually ends up there. So situationally, tactically, his awareness is off, okay? Granted, benefit of the doubt, you're at war. This is probably his first time. You know, the situation with the Russian troops, they're not very... how can I put this? They're just prepared to put anyone on the front line at this moment in time. So training has probably been minimal. But this next clip shows how tactical awareness or a lack of it can pretty much lead to a tremendously terrible situation. So you see he's getting the shots down, and there's a Russian soldier literally just pegging it towards him. I mean, let's look at this again. Ukrainian soldier getting the shots down. Russian soldier pretty much running towards him. I don't know what he's expecting here, but the Ukrainian soldier clearly has a little bit of... Let's pause this so you can see he's got annotated Z there. He's not even got a weapon system, actually. So, is this even a Russian soldier, or is this... this is interesting. This is interesting. What do you think, guys? Let me know in the comments. But yeah, he's pretty much ended up in... I would be putting my hands up right now. There's nothing you can do in that situation, troops, okay? I would be putting my hands up saying, yeah, okay, you got me. I don't want to fight anymore. You're certainly not going to run away from that situation, are you? But yeah, he just messed up. As you can see... I mean, the shots, to be fair, from the Ukrainian soldier, not very accurate at all. He's hit one or two people going down. But this other one, I don't know why he's not getting the shots down. Unless he's identified him as not being hostile and he wants to get out of the fight. But this is a very, very bizarre situation indeed, man. In this next clip, we're going to show you how drones and attaching certain munitions to them can lead to an effective assault on a trench, how the drones can be utilized now and are being utilized to help advance friendly troops within a trench situation. So it's good footage, this. So we see there's a Russian soldier maneuvering. I think he's moving towards Ukraine soldiers through this trench system here. And there we go, you can see they've dropped some form of grenade on that position to hinder his movement. And it is blurred out for obvious reasons, YouTube, so yeah, don't strike me or anything, it's blurred out. But as you can see, that's going to make his day pretty bad. And it's effectively stopped his position straight away, his advance. We've got Ukrainian soldiers moving in now. It looks as if this Russian soldier's trying to patch himself up, but he's in a trench system, and this is the thing. You've got to, obviously, if you're injured, you need to give yourself first aid and stuff like that, but you're still in a trench system. You are actively trying to engage in with the enemy, or the friendlies in this case, and you know you haven't got a hold of your rifle. And this is just a proof that if you've been, you know, assaulted from above, i.e. a drone has got eyes on you to drop a grenade on you, then probably they know where you are, which is, you know, telling of the intellect of this Russian soldier here. He's not understanding the overall tactical situation. A grenade's dropped on him, then, yeah, guess what? Probably troops are coming to swarm in on you now because you haven't even got a hold of your weapon system, which is pretty stupid, to be fair.
Вагнерівець готує узергени та споряджає свої власні гранати. Встигає викинути гранату на достатню дистанцію, щоб не отримати поранення. Продовжує споряджати власну гранату.
That was very, very close, man. Right, so we've still got the two Russian... we've got a Russian soldier in here, incapacitated slightly. His movement is hindered. Got 2 Ukrainian soldiers to the right-hand side. You're going to throw another grenade in. The Russian soldier's got a grenade out of his own. Looks as if they're okay. The Russian soldier's okay still. What they need to be doing is pushing forward now, not wasting any time. I would be pushing forward straight away and getting involved in this. That's what they've got to do. They've got to push forward. They're giving the Russian soldier too much time to be able to reconfigure himself, re-engage. Looks as if they're trying to plan something. Throwing another grenade in. It's not going to be much use, I don't think. Yeah, he's fine still. This is crazy footage, troops. It looks as if he hasn't even got a weapon. If he has got a weapon, he's certainly not bothered about using it. So these 2 Ukrainian soldiers need to start moving a bit quicker, I think. Start getting actively involved in this situation. It's 2 against 1. What I would be doing is getting a grenade in there, instantly following that up with an assault on that little trench system. They're being a bit too hesitant here. Maybe it's 1 push high, 1 push low. He needs to act. What this guy's doing here with his weapon system, holding it low, is wrong. All right, I don't care what side he's on or what side you're on. Holding your weapon system like that with one hand in a low port position, nah. You need to actively have that weapon system in the palm of your hands, ready to go, finger on the trigger. That was a bit too high. Obviously done the job because they've blurred that out. No, it hasn't. As you can see, guys, grenades are effective if they hit on target, but not as effective as what the movies portray. That's it. That other soldier needs to get in there. That's how it should have been done minutes ago. And that's obviously the end of his action and engagement there, troops. So what I think people need to learn with this is trench warfare. It's brutal. Obviously, the Ukraine soldiers didn't know fully what they were dealing with. The initial intelligence that they had just off what was going on the ground stipulated that there was 1 combatant. Not really firing anything, throwing grenades, yes. So that should have been telling straight away that maybe this guy doesn't have access to a weapon system. He's only got grenades. He's been quite sparse with how he's thrown them. And there's 2 of you guys, okay? He's potentially injured because you already threw a grenade from a drone system. So what you need to be doing is right, if you've both got grenades, get a couple in. 1 go high, 1 go low. And as soon as them things go off, you need to be assaulting that position like what they eventually did a few minutes later. But that was a few minutes too late, okay? There could have been anything happen within those time frames, troops. But good assault nonetheless. So in this next clip, we're going to be showing you how a Ukraine tank would destroy a Russian trench system. Now, it is point-blank range where they're firing from, but it's not just the munitions from the turret that they can use to destroy the trench systems, depending on the layout of the ground. The actual tank itself can be a weapon of great force, okay? These things weigh an incredible amount, and they're effectively really, really good at moving across difficult terrain, okay? So a trench system's not too difficult, and we're going to see just how that happens in this next clip, troops. So you can see we've got a Ukraine tank extremely close to the front line, meters away now. Point blank range, very, very difficult to be able to do that from a danger perspective. Why? Because they're putting themselves in danger with those munitions. But you don't want to be on the end of that. Point blank, as you can see, the trench system's really close to getting the rounds off there and destroying pretty much anything that's in their path. That's effectively, it's like a massive artillery bomb just dropping on you guys, okay? Very, very grim but effective. Look at the trees just splayed, completely destroyed. It wouldn't surprise me if this tank started driving over the positions now. It would make sense for them to just get over there, okay? If there is any munitions, grenades, or anything within that trench system, I would like to think that they would have went off anyway with the initial blast of the weapon systems here. So yeah, got a drone in the sky, keeping eyes on. Quick 360 to see if the situation's safe, to see if there's any enemy coming in the vicinity. But this trench system is pretty much absolutely hammered. Moving in now. I can't believe we've got troops still. Wow, that's blown my brains. I wasn't expecting to see movement in that trench. That is crazy. I was not expecting to see movement in that trench. Wow, that's made me a bit speechless, to be fair. Blurred out for the right reasons, guys. Okay, we don't want anything, any problems on the channel, but yeah, all blurred out. So, I mean, you can use your imagination of what's gone on there, troops. How have they survived about 5 shells from a tank, point blank? The sound from that must be absolutely terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. So you got a tank moving in now. What he's got to be careful of here is the enemy actively engaging them with grenades, that type of thing right now. Yeah, there we go. Got a grenade going out. Miles away with the... Yeah, that's got to be game over now. That has to be game over. That grenade was thrown pretty poorly, to be fair. Miles away. But in this situation, what do? Effectively, what they're doing there is getting their heads down. Very, very... in terms of a situation, that's end exercise, isn't it? Effectively, troops. Yeah, so hopefully you understood my perspective on those clips, troops. If you like me putting compilations like this together and talking about them and stuff, then please let me know. I will endeavour to do a little bit more of them. And yeah, wherever you are, I hope you have a blessed day. Okay, troops, take it easy.